Well, hi everybody, Pastor Al here. It's nice to be with you again this Sunday morning. Hey, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving day and a couple days together. I know for some of you, you probably didn't have the big old family get-together that you normally do. And it was kind of sad, but we have more Thanksgivings to come, and we just want to make sure that we make it to more Thanksgivings. So I hope you did still have a good time. But there's one thing I do know. For a kid, well, once you get past Thanksgiving, well, then, it's full speed ahead to start thinking about Christmas. And most people who would think about Christmas think about it kind of excitedly. I know there are some critters that don't get really excited about Christmas, and, well, that's a particularly troubled group of dogs who find that their families do stuff at Christmas that, well, just really annoy them. Let me show you a little video of dogs who find themselves being annoyed at Christmas.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Picture. Yeah, get it there.
I took a video instead.
It's my drink. Then soon she sits as a thing because she wants her treat. Come here. Girl.
So yeah, I don't think a lot of dogs really like dressing up like Santa Claus. The dogs in this video didn't seem particularly excited, did they? Well, but you know what? I showed you that video because for the next 4 weeks, we're actually be talking about Santa Claus, but not exactly Santa Claus. Something actually a little more important than Santa Claus, if you can imagine there is something. And I got to tell you that some of you probably think that Pastor Al's kind of an intelligent guy who knows all sorts of stuff. And, well, you might be thinking that I'm kind of crazy because I'm going to tell you something that you probably have no idea, that a long, long time ago, the person who eventually became Santa Claus, well, was kind of a guy like me. He was a pastor of a church. Well, he did a lot better job than I did. In fact, he did so many things that were so incredibly cool and amazing that for centuries and centuries, people remember him and what he did and were very excited about him. I don't think that's going to happen for me. Nevertheless, the person who we call Santa Claus was once a man named Nicholas. He lived on the edge of the Mediterranean Sea in a little town called Myra, and he was the pastor of the church there. And he did so many incredible, wonderful things for people there. He was so giving and so loving that people started calling him a saint after he died, meaning that he was a special kind of Christian, although actually every Christian is a saint. But they were so excited about what he'd done, his memory just kind of expanded and grew over time. And Well, then all sorts of stories began to be told about the wonderful Saint Nicholas, or Saint Nick, as some people called him, or eventually, as he became known to some people, was Santa Nicholas, or Santa Claus. Now, I'm not going to talk a lot about who Santa Claus is today, or how he got from there to here. A lot of families do different things without that, talk different things, and have different traditions. I'm going to let your family take care of that part all by themselves. But I'm going to tell you about who this guy was almost 1,700 years ago, and why he was super cool, and why he's a great example for us, and how his wonderful legacy of giving, which is people remembering that so much that it affects us now, continues to affect us today. So I hope you enjoy learning about the guy who's the real Nicholas behind Saint Nick, and see if we can't learn something about our own life in Jesus Christ because of looking at his life with Jesus Christ. So kids, nice to be with you again. We'll see you again next Sunday. Bye-bye. God bless.